Welcome to Film Industry Focus. Today, we examine 6 significant titles scheduled for release in late 2025 and January 2026. Our report focuses on the production facts, confirmed narrative arcs, and talent attached to these projects, ranging from historical adaptations to high-concept survival thrillers. We begin with a psychological drama debuting this holiday season. Leading our schedule is The Plague, a psychological thriller marking the feature directorial debut of Charlie Pollinger. The film is set for a limited theatrical release on December 24, 2025, with a nationwide expansion following on January 2, 2026.
What's with Eli?
Eli's got the plague. It's not funny, bro.
Written by Pollinger, the narrative is a tense examination of adolescent masculinity set within the claustrophobic confines of an all-boys water polo camp. The story follows Ben, a socially anxious 12-year-old played by newcomer Everett Blunk. In a bid to survive the camp's rigid social hierarchy, Ben participates in a cruel ritual known as the Plague, a game that aggressively targets a single outcast. As the hazing intensifies, the line between juvenile superstition and reality blurs, leading Ben to suspect a tangible, malevolent force is at work.
Turns your brain into baby food. No brain, no nothing.
Joel Edgerton stars as the camp counselor, whose oversight facilitates the unfolding dread. Produced by industry veterans Roy Lee and Steven Schneider, The Plague uses the structure of a coming-of-age story to explore the horror of social conformity.
Why are you doing this to me?
Transitioning from the psychological pressures of youth, we shift to a grounded reimagining of literary history with Hamnet. Directed by Academy Award winner Chloé Zhao, this adaptation of Maggie O'Farrell's novel is currently in limited release as of December 2025, with a broader international rollout, including the UK, scheduled for January 9, 2026.
The women in my family see things.
What do you see?
Set in 1580s England, the film focuses on Agnes Hathaway, historically known as Anne, played by Jessie Buckley. The story reclaims her narrative from the sidelines of history, portraying her as a fiercely independent woman with a deep connection to the natural world. Paul Mescal co-stars as her husband, the young Latin tutor who would become William Shakespeare.
Mama!
They may be gone.
Mama!
My boy.
The plot does not focus on Shakespeare's fame, but rather on the domestic tragedy that shaped it, the death of their 11-year-old son, Hamnet, from the bubonic plague. The film examines how this devastating loss fractured the family and eventually inspired the playwright's most famous tragedy, Hamlet. The cast also features Emily Watson and Joe Alwyn, anchoring a story about the invisible labor of grief.
This is the Coast Guard. Please remain on the boat.
While Hamnet explores historical grief, our next title, I Was a Stranger, addresses a contemporary humanitarian crisis. Although it premiered on the festival circuit in 2024 under the title The Stranger's Case, the film is scheduled for its formal theatrical launch on January 9, 2026. Written and directed by Brant Anderson, this anthology drama attempts to humanize the Syrian refugee crisis through a complex, multi-narrative structure. The catalyst is Amira, a surgeon played by Yasmin Al-Masri, who flees Aleppo with her daughter to escape the civil war. This flight for survival triggers a chain reaction that intersects the lives of 5 strangers across 4 continents.
Most important to you. Can I trust you with what's most important to me?
The ensemble cast includes Omar Sy as a smuggler trying to save his own child, Jason Begay as a soldier, and Konstantin Markolakis as a Greek Coast Guard captain facing a moral dilemma at sea. The film weaves these disparate threads together to illustrate how a single decision in a conflict zone ripples outward, affecting lives globally.
5 years since the end of the world. Everybody says that this is the new normal.
Continuing with themes of displacement and survival, we look to the post-apocalyptic landscape of Greenland 2, Migration. This direct sequel to the 2020 disaster film hits theaters on January 9, 2026.
It's too early. There's no life from here.
The crater. Do you believe it's real?
Rick Romanois returns to direct, with Gerard Butler and Marina Baccarin reprising their roles as John and Allison Garrity. The story picks up several years after the comet Clark devastated the Earth. Having survived the extinction event in a government bunker in Greenland, the Garrity family is forced to leave their sanctuary.
There's gotta be another way.
You got this.
The narrative follows their perilous trek across the frozen, decimated wasteland of Europe in search of a new home. Unlike the first film, which was a race against time, Migration focuses on the endurance required to live in a broken world, exploring how different pockets of humanity have adapted to the collapse of civilization.
We're in Hawaii, baby.
This is crazy.
From the global scope of planetary survival, we scale down to a contained, primal threat in Primate, also releasing on January 9th, 2026. Directed by Johannes Roberts, this film focuses on a singular, biological danger.
It's me, Lucy. It's okay.
The story follows Lucy, played by Johnny Sequoia, who returns to her family's home in Hawaii. The family, including her father, played by Troy Kotzer, keeps a longtime pet chimpanzee. The plot incites when the animal is infected by a rabid bite, transforming the once gentle pet into a lethal predator.
He found me.
The film utilizes a siege structure, trapping the characters in their pool area as they attempt to outsmart the hyper-aggressive primate. Produced by Walter Hamada, the film is designed as a high-tension creature feature, stripping away technology and forcing the characters to rely on their wits to survive nature's fury.
When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was be a cop. I just thought it was the coolest thing.
Finally, we conclude by shifting from the dangers of the natural world to the gritty, supernatural corruption of the city in Night Patrol. Following its festival run, this genre-bending horror thriller is scheduled for a wide theatrical release on January 16, 2026.
You want in, Night Patrol? This is it.
Directed by Ryan Prowse, known for the cult hit Low Life, the film blends the police procedural with supernatural horror. Jermaine Fowler stars as an LAPD officer who discovers that a local specialized task force is harboring a horrific secret. This elite unit, known as the Night Patrol, is not just corrupt, they are utilizing supernatural methods to terrorize the residents of the housing projects where the protagonist grew up.
What is this? They shot your sister.
The film serves as an allegory for institutional corruption, with the monsters behind the badges being literal predators. To save his community, the officer is forced to put aside old rivalries and team up with the area's street gangs. The ensemble cast includes Justin Long, R.J. Seiler, Dermot Mulroney, and C.M. Punk. Distributed by RLJE Films and Shudder, Night Patrol promises a violent collision of crime drama and creature feature to kick off the mid-January box office.
Is it demons?
It could be lizard, man.
What?
Yo, Trip, you bought them silver bullets?
Hold up, blood. That's werewolves, man. You tripping.
That concludes our overview of these upcoming releases. The Plague, Hamnet, I Was a Stranger, Greenland 2, Migration, Primate, and Night Patrol. All release dates are current as of mid-December 2025, but remain subject to studio changes. Which of these diverse titles do you most want to see in theaters? Share which film is your priority for the coming month in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the movies.